Hey everybody, this is Eli Freestone, and you're watching my post-mortem video for application deployment to Android. This month I think went really well, although there was a significant amount of work put into my application. I didn't really do as well as I thought I did as far as counting everything, all the little details. When really, setting up all my hours for my application. I did also run into some pretty significant issues, a lot of challenges, but all in all, I think this month went really well, and there was a ton of learning experiences along the way. The overall process for setting up everything for my application, I think, like I said, I do believe I came up a little bit short as far as planning out everything. There was a lot of little stuff that I didn't really plan for, whether it was tweaking a layout or researching the way to set up a specific feature. There was a lot more stuff in my application that I wasn't familiar with as well. I know we were supposed to do at least 25% of the application being some sort of feature that we've never done before. I originally estimated mine to be 35–40%. I think it's actually probably more like 50 or 60% of what I did this month that I had never really done in Android specifically. It's stuff that I'd done in iOS before. But I worked with a tab. I had never done that before. I'd never done date or time pickers, dialogues in Android. Really, the only stuff that I had done before was saving a file to the device and then a custom list view. And the saving the file to the device, that was actually just a single JSON string that came from an API, whether it was Rotten Tomatoes or weather or what have you. I did a few different things with that, but they were all bringing in a single piece. So I did have to really figure out how to get that worked in, with building a CRUD setup. And I think I really overcomplicated that. I was way too focused on the saving to the device part. So that really set me back a lot, I think. And in the long run, I spent a lot of time trying to get something to work when I really needed to just kind of take a step back and rethink the beginning part of the process in order to avoid the issues that I was running into later. I did get everything working, but I'm not particularly happy exactly with all of the overall flow of my code. I think I could have done it significantly more efficiently. There's a lot of stuff that it's jumping back and forth, and it really could have been combined or reused somewhere else. But I did have to kind of make do with, once I'd burned out a bunch of my time trying to fix something that really just needed to be trashed. I kind of had to run with it a little bit. I did fix a lot of it, but yeah, there was still a lot that I wasn't, that I'm not particularly happy with. It does function correctly. I did get all my features implemented, which I'm rather proud of, and that's definitely a big accomplishment. But I don't know if I'd necessarily call it a success. I would not want to put this onto the marketplace simply because I know that I can do significantly better. It does, it's a very excellent proof of concept, kind of I guess you could say like a beta version of an application idea. I think if I ever were to really look at putting this onto the marketplace, I would do a big overhaul as far as the way the code functions, as well as, it's also lacking any sort of back end. The login is pretty basic. It only checks your email or your password and your email, and that's it. There's no real security to it. It's really basic, although it's not necessarily just like a wide open door or anything either. But that would definitely be completely replaced with some sort of a back end deal. Saving stuff would be saved to the cloud of some sort, whether it be Parse or whatever. Stuff like that would also be added in, but in the long run, I would do a really big overhaul before I would be willing to put this out onto the marketplace, even as a free application. But it is supposed to be more of an enterprise type of application, so I think that the functionality is significantly more important in that case. Overall, I think the aesthetics of the application, although they're kind of drab and boring, they do fit in that enterprise type of function. Type of deal where it's, functionality is way more important than anything else. So yeah, all in all, I think this month went really well. But yeah, that's about it. This has been Eli Freestone, postmortem for APD2, term 1408. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.